Alright guys, what's up? The end of episode 50 is here. That means this is Indy News, where we talk about everything independent. We take a break from the mainstream because there's a lot more independent stuff going on right now. It's the summer, things are picking up.
Things are heating up, you might say.
Yeah.
Because it's summer, get it?
And
heat joke, temperature joke.
I get it. And if you
Weatherman joke.
If you hear extra noise in the background, it's fans because it's fucking hot here.
We're in not a very hot part of the country, being the Pacific Northwest.
But it's hot right now.
And yeah, but we're already having summer temperatures in April and May. So we're almost in June.
Yeah.
So it's only going to get hotter from here. So you might hear a lot of fans going on.
Son of a bitch. But we're not going to talk about fans. Actually, well, we are fans, and we're going to talk about...
We're fans with fans, and we're going to talk about other things fans like.
We're going to talk about some results that Mr. Kevin Hawk, what did we just have in the indie world happen?
We had 3 shows this past weekend, which means today and yesterday. Saturday, Sunday. The 30th, we had Evolve 43 coming from Queens, New York. We had Ray Horace defeat Anthony Nese. Davey Richards defeated Caleb Conley, the Premier Athlete brand.
Oh, wow.
SoCal Val was out with him because she's their manager. After the match, Davey Richards cut a promo saying he wants a title shot. Also saying that he wants SoCal Val to take their top off so they can do business.
I am okay with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. TJ Perkins defeated Speedball Mike Bailey. Chris Hero defeated Trevor Lee. And then we had the team of Gargano and Rich Swann, the Open, the United Gate champions, defend successfully against Drew Gulak and his new protege, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
Now, didn't we get like the beginning of their kind of
we got the news.
Partnership?
We got the news that Gulak's new protege would be in action during Evolve 44.
Right. Okay.
Evolve 43 said that Swann and Gargano had an open contract. They're Open, the United Gate Tag Team Champions.
Oh, okay.
After the match, Swann and Gargano cut a promo saying that they vacate the Open, the United Gate Championships, and also they're retiring the Open, the United Gate Championships, and demand that DG USA is a thing of the past, and they demand that they be made the Evolve Tag Team Champions.
Oh, so we're having some changes over at Dragon Gate.
Yeah, so it looks like the Dragon Gate Evolve sort of teamwork is transitioning to perhaps just Evolve.
Alright, interesting.
And then in the main event, Drew Galloway successfully defended the Evolve Championship, I think. No, it's the Open the Freedom Gate Championship against Biff Busick. After the match, Gargano came out and asked Drew to retire the Open the Freedom Gate Championship and just be the Evolve champion.
Okay.
Drew Galloway basically said, "Kiss my ass, I'm keeping both belts."
You got this, Galloway.
And he said that he'd give Gargano a match for the championship whenever he wanted.
Alright, let's do that.
And then we had the next day on the 31st, we had Beyond Wrestling presents The Real Thing from Providence, Rhode
As
Island.
opposed to the fake thing.
Yeah. Team Death by Elbow, JT Dunn and Chris Hero defeated Team Tremendous. We had Ryan Gallione and Milk Chocolate defeat the Beaver Boys and Rex Lawless in a 6-man tag. Donovan Dijak picked up a big win against Eddie Edwards.
Wow.
The Kingdom defeated the Hoods. Shinron and Kimberly had a match for the CLL, the Chile Lucha Libre Championship, which Shinron owns.
Right.
Went to a no contest due to interference by none other than Kimberly's arch nemesis, Chris Dickinson.
We know the wars those two have been having.
Dickinson came in and attacked Shinron, and then proceeded to set up Kimberly for another Pazuzu bomb.
We know how well that went last time.
Until he was stopped by a fellow female wrestler of Kimberly's, Heidi Lovelace.
Oh, shit.
Heidi Lovelace stopped Dickinson from hitting the Pazuzu bomb and got in his face. And Chris Dickinson said, "What, you want to go? You want to bring out a referee? We'll have a match right here, right now." And Heidi Lovelace said no, and super kicked Kimberly.
Oh, double turn. I like it.
Now, Heidi Lovelace is the newest member of Team Pazuzu.
Ooh, so we could see maybe a tag team match setting up here.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Shinron and Kimberly versus Heidi and Chris. That'd be a hell of a tag team match.
Yeah. Then we had the Hooligans defeat Matt Tremont and Stockade. Post-match, Tremont and Stockade, who are no fans of each other, ended up brawling with each other. Nick Gage defeated Jaka in a no DQ match. The Hit Squad defeated EYFBO, Angel Ortiz and Mike Drastic from Team Pazuzu. Samoa Joe defeated Chris Dickinson. And then in a War Games match, Eric Corvus, Mike Quest, Ricky Shane Page, and Davey Vega announced that their partner David Cole was injured during the week and wouldn't be able to make their War Games match. So they would go in down a man against Darius Carter, TJ Marconi, Danny Only, and the Minutemen.
Oh.
But still would pick up the win despite being down one person, forcing Darius Carter to be the one to submit for his team.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
And then also Evolve 44 happened on the 31st. From Long Island, New York, we had Ethan Page defeat Johnny Gargano. Trevor Lee defeated Rich Swann. Ray Horace defeated Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. And then we had the Premier Athletes brand defeat Ray Horace and TJ Perkins. Not sure why Horace went back-to-back 2 matches, but he tried. Won the first one, didn't quite make it out in the second one.
50%.
Biff Busick defeated Speedball Mike Bailey, so 2 losses in a row for Bailey.
Wow.
Who's one of our favorite new up-and-coming sensations, stars.
Yeah, man, he's got hella talent.
Yeah. And Davey Richards defeated Drew Gulag, another win for him. Perhaps on the road to a title match.
Cool.
Wouldn't be surprised. He's still undefeated since returning to Evolve/Dragon Gate USA. And then we had the Evolve Championship match in the main event. Drew Galloway defeated Roderick Strong to retain.
Very nice.
That's it for the weekend's worth of results. I'm going to sling things over to you because you have 2 very fun stories about the independent scene.
I do indeed. Usually I would have Ring of Honor TV results. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it last night. But there's a good chance that it might not have been on because we just found out over the course of the week that Ring of Honor will be moving to the 8 o'clock time slot on Destination America.
Yeah, right before TNA.
Yeah. So it'll be 8 to 9 will be Ring of Honor
on
TV.
Wednesday.
9 to 11 will be TNA.
Also on
Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we will be getting TNA, Ring of Honor, NXT, and Lucha Underground.
That's a lot of wrestling.
There's
on one day.
so much wrestling on Wednesday night. Wednesday night is the place to
the
be.
Monday Night Wars were fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, we were just watching a video about, you know, MVP posted a couple of controversial tweets that people took out of context. A lot of people have been wondering what this means for TNA. There's been rumors that TNA is going to be canceled. Granted,
That's the case.
That's been the rumor for years now. So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. And so, I mean, there's a potential that we may be switching Ring of Honor to our midweek wrap-ups, since it will be on the same day. Or we might just, you know, spread the wealth and keep it here on the Indie News. We haven't made an official decision yet, but when we do, we will let you know.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Ring of Honor, their replica belts and the little rings that you can see that are in the shapes of title belts are made by the Figures Toy Company. Now, Figures Toy Company just announced that not only will they be making championship belts for Ring of Honor, they will be also releasing a first series of Ring of Honor action figures. These action figures will include Mark and Jay Briscoe, Adam Cole, and Kevin Steen, specifically for Ring of Honor. Now, they'll also be doing other indie wrestlers, such as the Young Bucks, Cliff Compton, Brian Myers, formerly known as Kurt Hawkins, and Joey Ryan. So, you're going to be able to get a selection of independent wrestling action figures coming pretty soon. There's no official date set for the release yet.
They're still in the prototyping phase.
Yeah, one of the creators was just talking with PW Torch and didn't want to give a timetable yet just because they didn't want to get people's hopes up, just in case there's something that, you know, causes them to, you know, get behind a little bit. So we do know they are coming. If you go to Figures Toy Company's Facebook page, you can see the prototypes of Steen, Cole, and the Briscoes.
Just their heads.
Just the, you know, the basic look of what they're gonna be, but yeah, you're gonna get some independent wrestling action figures here pretty soon. So you might be seeing some changes.
Don't be surprised if I accidentally spend my money on those things, and you see the likes of Kevin Steen and the Young Bucks make an appearance on the show.
And speaking of Kevin Steen, I know, I already talked to you about this, but if you guys are Kevin Steen / Kevin Owens fans, just so you know that they will only be releasing one grouping of the Kevin Steen action figures. Once they are bought and sold, they are gone. There will not be a second or third or fourth generation of Kevin Steen action figures because he is now with WWE.
Yeah.
So, you get one chance at getting Kevin Steen in the Ring of Honor. You get Adam Cole. You get the Briscoes. You get a bunch of other indie wrestlers. There's more names to be announced, so we'll keep you updated. We might have a bigger list next week, so we'll let you know then. But that's all I've got for indie news. Let's transition into upcoming shows.
Yeah, and I know you have some for this upcoming weekend, I think.
Yes,
right?
Friday and Saturday we are on the road to the best in the world with Ring of Honor.
Yep.
So on June 5th, Friday, we are in Collinsville, Illinois, and we have the following
Toronto,
Ohio. We have the following matches. We have Cheeseburger taking on Silas Young. We have Adam Page taking on Mark Briscoe. We have Mike Bennett taking on Dalton Castle. Matt Taven taking on Hanson. Raymond Rowe will be getting a television title shot against Jay Lethal. In non-title action, we'll have The Addiction taking on Matt Sydal and Delirious. And for the ROH World Championship, Michael Elgin will... holy crap. That's wrong. It's not a championship match. It is the tag team match that we talked about last week, where Jay Briscoe will team up with Roderick Strong to take on Moose and Michael Elgin.
Moose and the Man, baby. That's a sitcom in the making.
Oh, I'm sure it is. And then the next day, June 6th, in Nashville, Tennessee, we have...
Music City.
Yeah. We have the following matches. We have Adam Page taking on Will Ferrara, who was the cameraman on Monday Night Raw, if you didn't notice that. We have a Four Corner Survivals match. Moose taking on BJ Whitmer versus Cheeseburger versus Silas Young. Why do you keep doing this to Cheeseburger? What's wrong with you? He pissed somebody off. Dalton Castle will take on Roderick Strong. Michael Elgin will take on Matt Sydal. And then in a non-triple threat tag team match, non-title triple threat tag team match, the tag team champions, The Addiction, will take on War Machine and the Briscoe brothers. And also, ODB returns to Nashville.
Fun.
I've got...
ODB's a hoot and a holler.
Oh, yeah. I've got more for Ring of Honor, but I'm going to kick it back over to you because you've got some shows in between.
I do. We have the next following weekend after that, the 13th and the 14th. How about the 13th? We've been talking about it for a little while now. Combat Zone Wrestling's Tournament of Death. That deathmatch, super bloody, violent stuff. If you are into that, this is the show for you. It's taking place in Townsend, Delaware, which is strange. CCW usually out of Voorhees, New Jersey.
Yeah. Changing it up.
I know a lot of the states are really, really buckling down on the ultra-violent stuff.
Really?
So, I mean, IWA Mid-South, back in the day, definitely got a lot of states on the anti-ultra-violent wrestling bandwagon. So, I know it's for a show such as Tournament of Death, there might be a lot of insurance regulations and whatnot, state ordinances.
That makes sense. I mean, it's just, playing it safe, and hey, you got to branch out somewhere, right?
Yeah, but unlike the last few weeks we talked about it, we have a first round lineup set. The one match we did know was going to be DJ Hyde versus Nick Gage versus Connor Claxton from the Nation of Intoxication. Now also we know that Bulldozer Matt Tremont will take on Josh Crane, Ron Mathis will take on Jake Chris from Ohio's for Killers, and Ricky Shane Page will take on Danny Havoc of the Nation of Intoxication. And that's the first round match.
Right.
Is the first round matches for the Tournament of Death. Also, we still have those non-tournament death matches. Dave Chris versus the Nation of Intoxication's Devin Moore in a scaffold match. And then Eric Ryan, who is now affiliated with Ohio for Killers, taking on the Nation of Intoxication's Lucky 13 in the LOL match. The ladders, orange sacks, and Legos.
People are fucked up.
I know that's not quite your style, but it's okay, because also on the 13th, we go to Chicago, Illinois, the Logan Square Auditorium for Chikara. Sword of Destiny. There's going to be the Crown and Court versus the Arcane Horde.
Yes.
in a 3 versus 3 match. That's no, that's actually the next night. Sorry.
Scratch that.
Dasher Hatfield versus Tommaso Ciampa.
That's right.
Ciampa making his
Dasher's 3 points are
in the air.
yeah, they could easily disappear because Ciampa can kill him.
Yeah. Hopefully not Dasher.
He's a Sicilian second.
Also, based off of King beating Jaka in the COTI match at their last show, Eddie Kingston will be going one-on-one with Jaka.
Oh.
We know that the
Right.
Arcane Horde is going to take on Amasis, I believe it's Amasis, Fire Ant, and Ashley Remington of the Battle Hive
Alright.
in a 3 against 3 trios match.
Nice.
And then
COTI?
yeah, more than likely. And then the Snake Pit in tag team action, not sure which 2 members of the Snake Pit, will be going against Smashmaster and Rumble Crunch from the Wrecking Crew.
Alright.
In tag team action. The next night, Chikara again.
Chikara again?
On the 14th from Indianapolis, Indiana, is doing Shock and Awe.
Aww.
That's where we're going to have the Crown and Court, Los Ice Creams, and Jervis Cottonbelly versus the Arcane Horde.
Yeah. I don't see that going very well for.
Then we
Crown
know we
Court.
have the Snake Pit is going to be taking on the BDK in trios action.
Nice.
The Wrecking Crew versus the Nightmare Warriors in trios action. So we know for sure then the Nightmare Warriors will be Blind Rage, Silver Ant, and Frightmare.
Yep.
And the Wrecking Crew will be Smashmaster, Rumble Crunch, and Jaka.
Right.
There's going to be Juke Joint Lucas Calhoun versus Missile Assault Ant. And the reason why I knew the Nightmare Warriors by process of elimination because their team captain, Hollow Wicked, will be defending the Grand Championship against Oleg the Usurper.
Yeah, Oleg cashing in his 3 points, just like we figured he would. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I thought it
got
was
him.
going to be at Sword of Destiny because his face is on the logo for Sword of Destiny.
Yeah, I read it on Chikara's Facebook page. Like, you know, his face is plastered on Sword of Destiny. So the next night, he's going to be cashing in his 3 points and getting a title shot. So,
Yeah.
good luck, Oleg.
Should be fun. And then on the 19th, we have AAW's Killers Among Us. Ohio is for Killers. We'll be defending the Tag Team Championships against the Monster Mafia. We have Johnny Gargano versus Chris Sabin, Eddie Kingston versus Tommaso Ciampa, and the AAW Heritage Champion, Christian Faith, puts the title on the line against Louis Linden.
All right.
And then I know that transfers back over to you.
Because
for Ring of Honor!
back to Ring of Honor, because in New York at Terminal 5, we will have Ring of Honor's Best in the World.
Best in the world. Return of CM Punk.
Not really. So last week we talked about the number 1 contenders match, the triple threat. We got Roderick Strong, Michael Elgin, and Moose all vying to see who will face the ROH World Champion. But who will the ROH World Champion be? Because we have a champion versus champion, title for title, as Jay Briscoe takes on Jay Lethal. One guy's walking away with both titles.
One Jay will
One
walk
Jay
away.
to rule them all.
Will walk away with 2 belts, and neither of them are security guards.
Ha! I see what you did there. And then just added this week, we have a 6-man tag match. The Kingdom will take on the Bullet Club's Young Bucks and AJ Styles.
Wow, should be fun.
Yeah. So that's the only other match added to Best in the World as of now. But I know you have some. We're gonna go down the road a little bit into the fall type.
Yeah, we got one more summer show announced, and that's one we talked about last week. AIW's Absolution 10 on July 10th.
Yeah.
All the normal AIW talents signed to appear. Josh Alexander, their champion. Veda Scott, their women's champion. Ricky Shane Page, Johnny Gargano, and the like. But the big news that came out last week, TIm Donst versus Nick Gage.
Hell yeah.
Super excited for that one. And then, yeah, way down the line, we have on October 10th and 11th will be the tapings for Shimmer 76 through 79. So 76 and 77 on Saturday, and 78 and 79 on Sunday from the Berwyn Eagles Club. And it's a big deal because it's Shimmer's 10-year anniversary weekend.
That's awesome.
Front row tickets already sold out. But you can get second row reserved seats for both nights for a total of $110.
That's good. That's four 4 shows for $110.
Yeah, so I mean, $110, and you're guaranteed, just because the Shimmer cards are usually really long, you probably guaranteed roughly 30 matches for $110.
That's like $27 a night or something like that. It's less than $30 a night.
Yeah, or, well, it's $60 for night 1, $50 for night 2.
There you go.
That's your breakdown, because that's what the prices are individually if you buy them.
Oh, okay. That's good. You got some
That's good, yeah,
good
you get
women's wrestling.
And you get 2 tapings per night.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's usually like 8 or 9 matches per taping, sometimes more.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're getting a lot of content.
It's a hell of a deal.
So get on that, guys. If you're
do.
going to be in the Berwyn, Illinois area in October.
If I was in the Berwyn, Illinois area, I would do it.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for any news.
You know, I think you're right.
Well, you know what that means.
Elimination Chamber. It's coming up.
It is.
At the beginning of episode 51.
Yeah.
Which almost marks the 1-year anniversary for us.
And you know, if you really wanted to, I mean, it'd be cool. If you wanted to know when we posted that video, you could like, favorite, and subscribe.
Especially if they subscribe.
Yeah.
For real. If you want us to know you liked it, then you like.
Yeah.
Click like or favorite.
I mean, and then if you want to stay up to date, there's Twitters.
There's
there's
Facebook.
Tumblr,
Reddit, Instagram,
Instagram,
emails.
If you want to just talk to us, because
We like talking to people.
yeah,
I mean, the email is called fanstalkwrestling@gmail.com.
it is.
So,
Or there's the
My personal-
Hawk636 at hotmail.com.
I really hope you don't screw that up in the next video.
Nah, I got it down. I got this.
Also, I mean, hey, if you were a fan of the last 2 weeks' appearances of Tony Toxin, our new on-screen ally, he'll be back for the Elimination Chamber review.
You will indeed. And be sure to comment down in the comments. Let us know other independent shows, independent wrestlers that you want us to talk about on Indie News. And if you like all the ones that we talked about, all their links are in the
I
description.
triple hog dare you. At Applebee's.
See you guys at episode 51.
Damn straight.
What?